I just thought that Japan is not for me.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like Japan can't handle my personality.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
I'm
sad. Hey guys, good afternoon. I hope you all are doing great, and I'm back over here with a new type of video today. You might wonder, this is not a vlog or anything like that. This will be the video of me talking about the life in Japan. So you might wonder why see and talking the life, which does not sound good, but as a normal people living in this world, our words have not been that hard, so I thought like why not, let's talk to the people whose voice are not being heard or just have fun around. So I will invite my friend Naomi with me. So hi Naomi.
Hi guys.
So guys, this is my friend Naomi, and we'll tell you all the story how we met and everything, but first I'd like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, so hi, I'm Naomi. I'm not gonna tell you my family name. That's not important. So I've been living here in Japan for 10 years. I moved here from the Philippines, my birth country, my home country, I would say. When I was in junior high school, first grade, so I was 12 years old. And yeah, now I'm in university, almost finishing, and I'm trying to survive. Yeah.
So Naomi, that was a good introduction of you, and thank you so much for being here today with me. And yeah, like I was just thinking, let's why not talk about the life, how people spend in Japan, right? Because you yourself, you have been living here for 10 years,
Yeah.
and myself, I have been living here for 8 years. So we have faced different problems, situations which were good, bad, and we're living our life. So what do you have to say about that?
Which part?
Like anything, any memories or anything you want to share to the person at the beginning, like when people look at you, what do you think they have the impression of you?
Okay. So I would say when people look at me, they would assume that I'm pure Japanese. Well, as you can see, I look very Japanese, like a Japanese person, 100%. But I'm not, and sometimes it's troublesome, cause my Japanese it's not that fluent, and when some Japanese local people would like start talking to me like in very fluent Japanese, sometimes I can't like respond to them because I don't know how to say it, yeah.
Like I feel like if you're not grown up over here, like being born over in Japan, then it's pretty hard to get with some dialogues or something like that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like, and I remember you said that as a friend also, like you said that you have been here from junior high school. What do you think about the junior high school life? Like, do you get bullied? Like, because I
Damn.
know that
We're
you did,
going
I don't
there.
think like you had any knowledge of Japanese at that time, like
Yeah.
anything, right? You were just teenage, very beginning of the teenage you will be here, and you didn't have any idea. I feel like okay, I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but
Yeah.
like, what do you think? Like, what is the life as being a foreigner in Japan in junior high school?
Okay, let's see if I can remember correctly. When I was in junior high school, obviously, I had to learn Japanese from the very start. But before that, before I came here to Japan, my dad forced me to study a little bit of Japanese, so I was prepared, but still I couldn't like communicate with my fellow classmates at that time. And And to answer your question, your first question, if I was bullied, I would say yes. I don't hold grudges. It was okay. I mean, we experience that sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know I was being bullied at that time because my Japanese wasn't that good. But few months later, I found out that I was actually being bullied and I was dumbfounded. But yeah. And then I moved to school. So when I came here in Japan, I went to this junior high school. And then I think after being there for 6 to 9 months, I think, I moved school close to Yokohama Station.
Okay. So it means that as we hear many people, it's half or mix the full foreigners living in Japan, they get a lot of bullying in Japanese schools. I think it's normally a worldwide thing, but in Japan especially, if you are a little bit different child, I think you get more bullied than the normal Japanese, right? So I haven't faced the bully in Japan because I came when I was high school student, and my high school was a lot of foreigners. So
people are more mature in high school.
Yeah, I think they are more, but some of them do bully, but I was not the person who just had many friends or something like that. I used to be with my cousins or sister most of the time than their friends. But when people think of Japan as a perfect country to live, very safe, peaceful, time managing and everything, what do you think about that?
I mean, I believe at some point that, it's peaceful, people are polite and all that. But, Japan is not your dreamland, sometimes there's a dark side in every place. People here in Japan, they're just being polite, I would say.
I would like to know more about polite because I hear people are saying that people are very good in Japan, right? I have seen and I have faced that all.
Yeah.
But I think if I say this to you all guys, you might think she's exaggerating it. But as we both being from a different country and living here for so long, I feel like people are polite. They are not kind. They are polite because they are raised on that way.
Yeah.
They see their surrounding being very polite, pretending to be sweet and that all.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they're kind at all. But when people look from outside, from the outer wall, they think they are very super cute, kind, and everything. What do you have to say about that?
So I would say, let me tell you guys a story of what happened on a train. I was with someone on a train. Oh, sorry about that. That was our school thing. So I was on the train and it was a normal day on a train. Not too crowded, but more people than usual on the train. And there was this lady. She looked a bit sick. Did I tell you about the story?
No, I also had some type of story like that because I was okay, I matched, I think something like that. Yeah. Okay, you go first.
Okay, so there's this lady. She looked really sick. I mean, I didn't notice at all that she looked sick at that time, but all of a sudden she fell down. She fell down head first, so she fainted, I guess, and people around didn't help at all. She was on the ground, she was bleeding. Some people were oh, what, should we help? They were curious. They were looking if they should help her or not. But so at that time, I was with someone, and that someone, the person I was with, helped her. and that someone, by the way, is not Japanese. So that guy, that person was really kind, I think, to like help her. And I was shocked that, you know, people around us on the train didn't help that woman at all. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Like, is that politeness? I don't think that's politeness. If you're polite, you should help at least. I don't
I
know.
feel like if you're polite, you should help. I don't think that matters. If you're kind, you should help.
Yeah.
If you're polite means like this, being sweet to other side.
Yeah.
Kind, being generous from your heart.
Yeah.
You're helping someone is kind, but
Mhm.
polite means you're pretending, and you always try to make a distance. I
Yeah.
feel like I might be wrong
Mhm.
because I'm not my English is not my first language.
It's okay. It wasn't mine too.
So yeah, okay, that was yours, but I feel like I feel the same thing. Once I was like going through a stage to the
Mhm.
up, and that time I was with my sister,
Okay.
and we were in high school, and there was one very old lady trying to get down to the stairs through the stairs,
Mhm.
and she was carrying a bag which was so heavy,
Mhm.
and we were just going up, she was coming down.
Yeah.
And like we just saw each other because she was it didn't look that she was comfortable while she was like coming down,
Mhm.
because the heavy weight and plus her age was quite old,
Yeah.
and many people were coming down and they were rushing around,
Mhm.
but no one did anything, no one helped. And I just looked at my sister and I was like, let's help,
Mhm.
why not? And that was just the beginning of the it was maybe like 2 years I've been in Japan or something like that.
Mhm.
So at least at that time I had a little bit of my culture in I do have now also, but now I feel like I have more like a Japanese thing. Like I just get confused, like, do I really need to help or not? Because
Yeah. I
you
feel
know,
that too.
the more you live over here, the more you
Mm.
become like adopt the culture of
Yeah.
here. So now if I see someone in serious thing, then I do help. But if not, then I just feel like, I just
Mm.
get that like vibe from myself.
Yeah.
So but at that I'm like, yeah, I hold the plastic bag which she
Mhm.
was carrying, and my sister hold her like on with the next hand,
Oh.
and we just help her to drop out. So like, arigatou gozaimasu. So like, man, and I don't think I will ever forget this,
Mhm.
because I don't think she will forget also, because being a Japanese lady and we two foreigners out of nowhere helping her. I don't know if she's alive or not, but however, God bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless
So
her.
yeah, like I don't see a kind people, to be honest, in
Mhm.
Japan. I feel they are very polite, but every time you are in need, like some of them might help you if you ask of the station, but if you go more in the detail, no one will likely help you at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We need more kindness. Not just in Japan, but like all over the world, to be honest.
Oh, the kindness remind me of today. You remember?
Okay,
Yeah.
do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell
Why
them?
not? Let's share that. Like,
Okay.
okay, you go.
Okay, so we went to a convenience store because we got hungry after our fourth period class. And then, yeah, I was like lining up to pay for my stuff. And then, like, this little girl or little boy, I'm not sure, they were like paying for their bread. It was like melon pang. It's a melon bread in Japanese, and she was paying, and then she got her changed. I was just waiting. I was just being patient for my turn, and then she got her changed, and she even put her change into the donation box.
So sweet.
Yeah, that was so sweet. And then I think she was like trying to catch up for the bus, and then she, out of nowhere, she just ran. She just ran out of the convenience store without her melon bread. Without her melon bread, she left the melon bread on the counter. So, I was like confused. Like, what? And then I looked at the
Cashier.
cashier, and then we were just staring at each other, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. And then I took the melon bread. I put my stuff on the counter, and I told the cashier that I'm gonna go run for that kid. And then I went running, but then when I went outside of the convenience store, she was already like at the bus stop, and I couldn't get to her anymore. So like the next thing, do you wanna tell them?
Okay. So that was very cute, to be honest, because I was already outside of the convenience store. I was just waiting for her because she was online, and that kid was just back of me. So it was like me, that kid, and her. So I was just eating my thing, whatever it was, outside of convenience. I was just waiting for her, and I just, out of nowhere, like that kid has been running, and you have been running back of that, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I just said that the child just got on the bus after she saw the pan, and the child fell to the pan, and I'm like, okay, then we was just wondering what to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And out of nowhere, when this lady comes, and she was on her bicycle, and like she says, give me a one, give that to the child. I'm like, we just look at each other, and I'm like, why not, right?
Yeah.
And she just gave, and the way she drove her her bicycle, wow, that was so amazing. And she literally went and gave that to the child after the two stop. I think she said something like that.
After the two stops.
And she came back, and she came to a company. We were back from the next company, and she greeted us like arigatou gozaimasu. So like, wow, bro, you literally did it, because that's amazing. Like we wouldn't have run because the child was in bus and we were on our foot. That was not our thing.
Yeah.
But she was in bicycle and she did it. And after that, we were just looking at her, wow, that's amazing, right?
Superwoman, I would say.
She was like, I think one of the kindest women which I found in my living of Japan.
I agree.
She's so kind. Like,
Yeah.
other people have just gone.
Yeah.
But she said like, okay, I'll go. And the way she drove, my God.
Just for the bread.
Yeah. But that was amazing.
Yeah.
But some like there are few people I think in other countries there are many people who are kind, but maybe not polite. But in Japan, many are polite, but some are kind. So yeah, on your friend group also, if you live in Japan, on your friend group also, all of them are kind, all of them are polite. But if you notice, only the few are polite. Kind. I'm just mix-matching these two words, kind and polite.
I mean, it's a bit similar. It sounds similar.
But yeah, I just like... I also saw one video of two Japanese boys talking about kind and polite people in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like, yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
I think I did send it you or showed you also that video. Like, the guy said, like, do you think the people in Japan are kind or not? And he said, like, kind, and we like no, we are just polite because we are being taught to be polite, and we are not kind because we know that if we get kind and help the people, the problem in Japan of if something happens and the police comes, then there are a lot of things to do, the process and everything, and they don't want to get involved on that. Because of that, also many people does not want to help you because they don't want to have a problem in their life.
Yeah,
or the suffocation is quite harder than other country. Other country, if you say you don't know, then you are left. But in Japan, they ask you the every details and everything, how you saw the person, what time, where, and which color of pant and everything. So like they will ask for every details, which is good, but also suffocating for sometimes, right? When you're in a hurry and everything, it's so hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand them, but nah, bruh. These people are not kind. They're polite.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we talked about the kindness and everything. And like one more thing, I'm asking a lot of questions for you. Like I hear the questions from many people, like strangers especially, like who are planning to come to Japan in Insta Live, TikTok Live, or any other places where I am talking to strangers. They say like, how is Japan? Is it
How is Japan?
like, I hear this place is wonderful to live.
Mm-hmm.
How is Japan? They ask me, and I go like, which answer do you want? Honest or the just wrong answer, like the one which I don't want to say?
Mm-hmm.
And every time, like, someone, they go like, say me the honest one. But some, like, I know that everyone says say me the honest one, but no one wants to hear the truth, right?
Yeah,
So I know that. So because of that, I say like, it's a good country to live. But I feel like it's a good country to come have fun. And living here for some years will teach you a lot. But living or seeing the life for too long in Japan is, I think, if you are a person who loves being around people and that all, who you want to manage your like work balance and everything, then I think I feel like it's not a country for you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I might be wrong, but what do you think?
If it's a good country to live.
Yeah.
In my 10 years experience being here, I would say it's okay to live here, but not for a long time. There are some good points and bad points to live here, I would say, but in my opinion, there are more bad points living here because personally, I don't want to stay here for the rest of my life. So like the problem here in Japan is that there are more older people than younger people, and so that the problem goes to the buildings, the apartments, the number of apartments. It's hard to find apartments here in Japan, and when you get one, it's probably expensive and a small apartment. Have you read like an article about the apartments here in Japan? Because I've been looking for apartments with my boyfriend because we're planning on moving next year, hopefully. And yeah, like it's just expensive and very small. And if you're that type of person who doesn't really care if it's small or big, then good for you. You can live here, I guess. But I'm sure some people want, big space and good view.
And like partying all night. So I think if you love to party in your house with the friends, and I think Japan does not allow that because many apartments doesn't allow having a party or loud noise after 8 is like banded. But after 6, a bit of noise and everything is okay. But after 8
p.m.
No.
Like your neighbor would definitely, or they would definitely call the apartment agency and like file a complaint because you're just too noisy. So like I have to tell them that in my apartment, the apartment that I'm living in right now, the walls are too thin. We chose that apartment because it was cheap and affordable. But it's a really good apartment. It's placed in a very good location. But like one time we were playing chill music at night, like around 8 or 9. It's not that late, I would say. But like our neighbor started knocking on the wall.
That's bad.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I'm like, it happened a lot of times already. And apparently he also complained about our noisiness, but we complained back because he keeps knocking and it was just annoying.
Yeah. So yeah, while you're talking, I heard you saying that you planning to move or like you don't want to stay in Japan. Is this your idea recently or you have been planning for like long?
Mm,
Like few years after entering to university, like living the life in Japan, like the everything, or like you from the high school or junior high school, like no, I'm not anymore. Like
for
how
a
long
long
have you
time,
been?
for a long time, I just thought that Japan is not for me.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like Japan can't handle my personality.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
I'm
sad.
I'm not extroverted. I'm an introvert person, but I don't know. Japan is not giving the vibes. I feel like I don't belong here in Japan, neither my home country. I feel like
Something different.
something different. Like I should be somewhere else.
Yeah, I think we don't know because I do too. Don't feel like I belong over here. I don't know. Like I might be wrong also. I might be right also. Right,
Mhm.
but the more I stay over here, like the things, the rules, the everything they have,
Yeah, it's so suffocating.
it's so suffocating. Like literally, like
Yeah.
sometimes the person who I was when I came to Japan, like the chill, jolly, um, very happy person. I don't think I'm that now anymore. I don't know. I think it might be a good thing when people hear like okay, but I myself I feel like I just don't try to be around with the people. I don't want to like. I feel like I'm being very Japanese. Like very Japanese. You know, like if someone says something, if I feel bad, I'm like, I need my space. And I don't think I ever said that before, like moving here also. At least till a few years ago, I didn't say that, I think. But now, the more I'm like exploring the culture, country,
Yeah.
knowing the people, I'm being like very them, like sitting in the train station and like very like Japanese like straight man and not in a cool person. No, not that. Like very and like using the headphone if someone comes, nothing like just go on your phone. If someone says hi, then like, do I know you? The face says that. I don't say that. The face says that.
Yeah.
But before, like, if you have come and talked to me, like, oh, hi, like, do I know you? I think I should have told that normally. But now, my face is scared the people, I feel like.
They're intimidated, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's like, I feel like maybe Japanese people are being more like, okay, going out and everything. But I'm being opposite, I feel like sometimes. Because you see, the more I see people in the junior high school, they are more like inside the house or something like that, right? But after the university, I see Japanese people going out a lot, like parties, friends are like out going with friends and that all. And I don't know, I love to go out, but also I get suffocated so easily these days. I just can't stand in a big crowded people. I don't know. So it feels so different.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit glad that I'm here in Japan, cause Japan shaped me in a way as a person. There were a lot of ups and downs, mostly down, but yeah, I feel like I found myself as a person. Like I found my identity, but I haven't found my perfect home yet. Japan is not my home. Even though my nationality is Japanese. It's just yeah, all the experience I've experienced here in Japan made me this kind of person. I mean, she knows what kind of person I am. I know what kind of person she is after all the experience she's been through here. Yeah, I think it's good that we've faced a lot of challenges here in Japan.
I do think like it has made me a very different person, but at the same time, it has taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think moving here, like living in a different places where you don't belong, it makes you a very unique person. In some cases, it makes you realize that who you are. I think And I'm glad that, but I also same as you. I don't feel like this is a country for me.
Yeah.
So guys, as she said that, like how, like the way she knows me, the way I know her. If you want to hear this, all of us, how we know and everything, how we met, what we do as a friend, then I just feel like why not? Let's be again in the next chapter.
Yeah.
Talk about the thing, how we met, how we went, what do we do,
Yeah.
what's the plan, everything.
Yeah, the future, the past, the
Yeah.
present. You'll hear it in the next episode.
So, do you have anything to say for the last call?
Mm-hmm. Just be yourself, guys. Find yourself. But it takes time. But that's okay.
Yeah. Yes, guys, as he said, be yourself, and just try to explore more, but it does not mean like exploring only the outer world. Try to explore yourself too. And yeah, if you liked my video, please like it down, share, subscribe, and comment, and leave us some beautiful comments so that we could improve our video. Or I could improve my video, and I could bring more guests like her in my life, which are like unique, because our voice is not being that heard by the people like anywhere, right? And I think bringing a very like what is called nama voice, what do you call it in English?
Raw voice?
Yeah, raw voice. Raw voice to the platform, like raw voice is not being that hard, no? Always every podcast people go with the professionals and that all. So I'm thinking of bringing very raw, outgoing voice which is not being heard by many people. So yeah, please stay tuned and see you again in next video. Bye bye.